While ancient, the Dreadnought's control matrix and crew interface are compatible with ours. It has advanced weapons systems and a powerful phased cannon array. However, many of its systems are offline. Accessing the Dreadnought's memory banks, the ship seems to be the control mechanism for a progenitor artifact of some kind. We can use the Dreadnought to strike the Vaygr with overwhelming force. Captain Soban has given us the coordinates of a key enemy assembly point. The shipyard Nabal will rendezvous with us there. Prepare to exit hyperspace.
There is a second Dreadnought. Makan has it.
Engineering crew Echo 4 report partial control has been established. Stand by for update. Phased cannon array online. Fleet command, this is Dreadnought control. Cannon array offline. Repeat, cannon array offline.
The Dreadnought has slowed the initial Vaygr assault. However, it suffered heavy damage when the phased cannon misfired. The Dreadnought engines are offline. Send resource collectors to begin preliminary repairs.
Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Homeworld 2 Remastered. Also, welcome to the first, probably really tough mission of the game, and also the part where I got stuck the very first time I played this game because you have a constant flow of enemies coming at you throughout this mission. So the tricky part is attacking and defending and then replenishing whatever losses you take. This is also the mission where I quit the vanilla Homeworld 2 Remastered version because Gearbox at the time just decided to update the game to version 2.0, which unbalanced every unit in the game and pretty much made this mission completely unwinnable. Like, I literally could not complete this mission because I literally get overwhelmed by strikecraft and the fleet gets attrited down. Yes. Again, this is just the vanilla remastered version at version 2.1, 2.0, 2.1. It literally becomes unplayable. So I just rage quit it, and I did not come back to this game until now.
Engineering report.
Here's to hoping that the player's patch with the difficulty scaler set to 0 can rectify my frustration with this mission.
Ready.
At least to some
Strike
extent.
group, prepare for assault.
Probe complete.
So,
Breach in starboard
obviously,
chamber.
right,
Hull
we've
breach,
come in
hull
here
breach.
and
No problem.
we
No
done
problem.
broke
Strike group
the
report.
Dreadnought,
Probe
but it
complete.
did one-shot a battle cruiser. We just had to take out
Complete.
this destroyer and these couple of
Repair order
frigates.
confirmed.
I'm sending the movers off there to the right
Copy.
of us for a
Taking
reason.
damage, fleet.
Group 3 reports victory.
On our way. Confirmed.
I'm going to send the frigates
Carrier
and
complete.
destroyers and
Strike group
one of the
coordinates
groups of
locked
strike
in.
craft forward
Standing
of us.
by.
So here's why this mission is tough.
Strike group coordinates
Enemies
locked
come at
in.
you from multiple directions.
Ready.
And we are in fact surrounded by 10 hyperspace gates. And they're going to explain this in just a minute. And this is why I sent Group 10 off to the right and the frigates and
Construction
some of the
underway.
strike craft forward of us. Because we're going to try and take out some of these hyperspace gates before they get into
Confirmed.
position.
Strike group coordinates locked in.
In fact, every time I played this mission, I originally thought there were just 5 hyperspace gates, as they will show.
Copy.
But later, when researching other walkthroughs on this mission, I read that there are actually 8, And when I did several practice runs of this mission, I finally discovered that there are, in fact, 10 hyperspace gates.
Roger. Confirmed. Carrier fire control tower complete.
So I built another carrier, also with another fire control tower. I'm going to put the carriers on each side, and you can see those red spheres? Yeah, that's the fire control sphere. So we're going to keep, at least one group of strike craft within that sphere and protect the fleet, because we got enemies coming in, you see. And these movers, there we go. They're gonna encounter, should be 2 hyperspace gates. Yep, there's 2 hyperspace gates there.
Copy.
And our strike craft there should be very shortly encountering 4, along with some strike craft. There we go. There's 1,
Strike group attack order confirmed.
2.
Strike group to battle positions.
There should be 2 more. Yep, 3 and 4. Yep. So that's 6 hyperspace gates now.
Ready.
So you want to take out these hyperspace gates fast, because they will produce enemies that come at you.
Drawing heavy fire. Ready. Strike group to battle positions.
And have the movers take out these 2 hyperspace gates. They're going to fall to these strike craft, but again, I'm just using Group 10 as sort of a sacrificial lamb here.
This is a cakewalk. No problem. Strike group moving into position.
And I'm keeping that 1 group of strike craft back with the mothership so they can defend it and anything that gets through.
Confirmed. Strike group reports hostile contact.
Group 5 reports victory.
So yeah, that's 6 hyperspace gates. We have just 4 more to go.
Engaging targets of opportunity.
So again, I'm just going to slowly move this group of strike craft and those frigates up ahead.
8 reports enemy contact.
Copy. Repair order confirmed. Strike group attack order confirmed.
The Vaygr are using hyperspace gates to launch attacks upon the Dreadnought. These gates must be destroyed.
Alright, so let me show you where all the hyperspace gates are. There is also a shipyard in this mission. So you see those blue objective markers? That's where at least 2 more hyperspace gates are, but there are actually hyperspace gates beyond those, roughly on the same bearing.
Probe dispatch.
So when I did my practice run for this playthrough, I actually found 1 more hyperspace gate, and I thought, well, it's strange that the designers will put an odd number of hyperspace gates. I thought, well, I know where 8 are. Then I found 1 more, and I thought 9. That's kind of weird that they would put an odd number in there. And then literally, as I was doing this recorded playthrough, at the very end of this video, you'll see that I actually find the 10th one.
Strike group moving into position.
And the annoying thing is that when we just got alerted to the presence of these hyperspace gates, if you just let them come at you, only 5 of them will be shown in the sensors manager with those blue objective markers. Now we've taken out most of them, all but 2 of them, right? So you'd think like, oh, there's only 2 left, right? Well, here's another one, right? Right back there, roughly halfway off the map.
Probe in position.
So, oh my god, it's so annoying, right? It's like, oh, here's 5, and you think you only have 5 to take care of, but no, there's actually 5 more. They just never show you them. You have to almost stumble on them, search practically the entire map. So anyway, the hyperspace gates are more or less like in the 4 cardinal directions relative to the mothership. Now, according to the bearings on the sensors manager, there are 4 in pairs directly ahead of the fleet at 090. And again, we've taken care of those right now. There are 2 to the right at 180. That's what the movers just took care of. There are 2 behind you in singles, right, at 270, and there are 2 at the left at 360, but one of them is slightly kind of to the right of it, and it's at about on a bearing of roughly 180. So, I mean, it's roughly on a bearing of 010. That's the last one that I missed.
Order confirmed. Copy. Repairs initiated.
Mover complete.
Repairs initiated. Copy. Roger. Wing, watch your course. Strike group to battle positions.
Alright, and I should also mention that there's also a shipyard in this, on the map here, that they do not tell you about, that you literally just kind of have to stumble upon and find. It's quite a ways away, and that's why I'm moving these frigates and destroyers forward here.
Strike group receiving fire. Carrier engines under attack. Strike group coordinates locked in.
So I want to take out that shipyard so it doesn't continuously produce like destroyers and frigates which come at us.
Complete.
Strike group under enemy attack. Docking with carrier.
Anyway, once I've gotten rid of these hyperspace gates, or pretty much when it's done, and I've gotten rid of the shipyard, then I'll pull everyone back to the mothership and we'll finally begin repairing the dreadnought.
Standing by.
Mover complete.
So I'm going to continuously build movers here, and I'm going to move them around, have them take out the ones behind us,
Service complete.
eventually start working my way around and get the rest of the hyperspace gates.
We've got enemy contact.
And as the movers take losses, then I'll just replenish them as they occur. I'm not really, again, I'm not concerned about losing movers because they're cheap, they are slow, but, you know, they'll get the job done.
Light enemy fire. Mover complete.
Strike group receiving fire. Acknowledged. Supporting friendly units. Under attack. What's the call? Strike group prepare for assault. Taking damage, please. Strike group reports hostile contact.
Carrier under attack. Mover complete.
Strike group receiving fire. Under fire.
Additionally, you'll notice that even if you destroy all 10 of the hyperspace gates and the shipyard, groups of strike craft will kind of trickle in from different vectors.
Reporting.
Mover.
In the practice runs, I've sent probes out there to see if there are other hyperspace gates, or if there's something producing these strike craft that keep coming at us.
Group 10.
Right? I'm like, that's weird. Like, even we've just taken out all the hyperspace gates.
Group 10 reports
Why are they
enemy
still coming
contact.
at us? No, they literally appear from off the map, and they will just constantly
Group 10
come in
under
small
attack.
little groups.
Watch for debris. Pursuing targets. Strike group reports hostile contact.
Mover complete.
Unfortunately, this game has this mission, I should say, has infinitely spawning enemies. They just infinitely appear from off of the map's edge,
Reporting.
and I hate infinitely spawning enemies. It's a game mechanic that
Strike group prepare
is
for
so
assault.
cheap.
We're under fire. Confirmed.
I decidedly dislike it. It's just a cheap way to lengthen the gameplay by giving the computer an endless numerical advantage.
Awaiting orders.
In fact, throughout the entire game, like I've said, the Vaygr aren't restrained by resource limitations. The only reason they harvest resources is so there's less for you to collect, so you have to go and destroy their resource operations.
Group 10 reports victory.
Supporting friendly units. Acknowledged. Strike
Anyway,
group
much
receiving
like the
fire.
Cathedral of Kadesh in Homeworld 1 or the Derelict's mission, the trick here is to really just maintain a decent-sized strike force around the mothership, let the enemy come to you, while simultaneously tasking a strike force or two to move around the map, take out the gates, and maybe take out the shipyard. The also nice thing about the fire control towers and their fire control spheres is notice that the areas where the spheres overlap, they compound upon one another. So your vessels already get a boost to their targeting and firepower capabilities when they're inside one of those spheres. If they're inside any overlapping part of two spheres, it's like double the amount of efficiency of firepower, targeting ability, or whatever.
Copy.
So even better,
Engaging targets of opportunity.
which is nice. Another nice thing about the fire control towers.
Standing by.
So anything that you're engaging within those spheres is going to go bye-bye very quickly. And even the carrier's measly little guns can do some damage to strike craft formations
Ready.
within those
Strike group to battle
spheres,
positions.
within those fire control spheres. So hence why I've placed, each carrier with a fire control tower on each side of the
Show
mothership.
no mercy.
Group 10 has defeated the enemy.
Ready. Strike group to battle positions.
I'm kind of sending that group further behind our mothership. I just want to check to see if anything else is there. We got a destroyer here that needs to be dealt with.
Roger. Reporting. Copy.
So these frigates and strike craft that are
Docking
coming
with carrier.
down from over yonder, right? Kind of from an angle at us.
Copy.
Those are coming from the
Strike
shipyard.
group coordinates.
Oh look, there's a
locked in.
destroyer in there too.
Confirmed.
Alright, so the shipyard is up here near that little resource pocket.
Strike group coordinates.
Kind of on
locked
like
in.
110-ish of a
Standing
bearing.
by. Strike group prepare
it's
for
above you.
assault.
There is, what is this, number 8? The 8th or
Mothership.
9th hyperspace gate back there, so we'll have Group 10 take care of it.
Docking signal green. Roger.
Group 5 reports enemy contact.
Strike group under enemy attack.
Come
Reporting.
on, get up there. We gotta take out that shipyard. I have tried just sending a group of strike craft up there to take out the shipyard, but it takes forever and they take losses, so it's really best just to move a group of frigates and destroyers up there to pummel it.
Carrier under attack.
Because it is so far away from your fleet. You really have to move them all, and they just slowly lumber their way over that direction towards the shipyard.
Good. Stay tight.
It just takes a while, and it's kind of annoying. But again, if you keep a group of strike craft back around the mothership to defend the fleet, then, you know, as long as they're within those fire control tower spheres, then that'll be pretty good. Just dock them every so often to replenish their losses. Again, any actual losses you really do take, just make sure you build up those lost squadrons.
Enemy neutralized. Awaiting orders.
Take out that destroyer, please.
Roger.
Group 2 reports enemy contact.
Reporting. Strike group
And
coordinates
just take
locked in.
on
Roger.
the frigates and
Group 2
strike craft
under
as the shipyard
Strike
produces
group
them.
attack order confirmed. Standing by.
10. Looks like you're doing okay.
Confirmed.
Come on, take out that destroyer,
Strike group under
please.
enemy attack.
Group
Hey,
10
there we
reports
go. Good. And hey, we only lost one mover. That's nice. All right, go back and dock.
Reporting.
And there is the
Strike
shipyard.
group to battle positions. Light fire
Surprise,
confirmed.
surprise, another
Strike group
shipyard.
reports hostile contact. Attacking capital ship. Copy. I'm taking hits here.
They actually put it in a smart place in a very kind of hard to find area. You would have to figure out that it's here, because you can't see it and they give you no indication that it's there.
Strike group coordinates locked in. Strike group attack order confirmed.
Well, we have acquired the Dreadnought. We promptly broke in it the first time we turned it on. Thankfully, all our technology is compatible so that we can somehow repair it. And that's the great thing about the Kushan and Higaran navies in these games, is that they have the best R&D department in the entire galaxy.
Standing by. Capital ship locked in.
Dreadnought's
Copy.
engines are now online. Basic movement is restored. However, more extensive repairs are needed. The shipyard Nabal is en route. The Dreadnought must dock with the shipyard to complete repairs.
Confirmed.
All right, well,
Strike group
we will
receiving
start
fire.
moving the Dreadnought back to the rear, because that's where the shipyard's going to
Roger.
appear. And it can bring some of its weapon systems
Standing by.
online. Basically, all we have
Targets of
working now is
opportunity.
propulsion. But yeah, you gotta love the R&D
Ready.
department, right? It's
Attacking
super
capital
fast,
ship.
super efficient.
Moving in. Subsystem target acquired.
You know, the R&D department can come up with workable designs and field them in mere minutes, what would take, you know, us normal humans like years to do. And despite the fact that the progenitor technology is probably like millennia old, we have no problems with backwards or forwards compatibility with our technology.
Strike
Also,
group
this Dreadnought, apparently when you overclock the fire control systems on the main cannon, it can one-shot the battle cruiser like it did there at the very beginning.
Standing by.
And by the way, why did those Vaygr fighters like disintegrate when they flew towards the Dreadnought? Was it because we were emerging from hyperspace and like, I don't know.
New research available.
Fleet, this is Captain Elohim. Hyperspace short jump successful. Cruisers standing by to repair the Dreadnought.
Dock the Dreadnought with the shipyard. Repairs will commence at once.
Alright, so we will start moving the shipyard forward as well.
The mothership is receiving
Because the
live
Dreadnought
fire.
is slow when it moves. I think the shipyard actually moves a bit faster.
Watch your six.
But again, just the whole point is just to kind of consolidate our forces, right? Keep us all together.
Resource operation reporting
And
enemy
we'll just
contact.
fight off these enemies while we get the Dreadnought docked.
Strike group to battle positions.
This is
Ready.
also a fairly
Stay on
long
top of it.
mission.
Light fire confirmed.
So,
Alright,
yeah, you have to
stay with
spread
me
your
now.
forces out. If you want to take out that
Roger.
shipyard, you're going to have to
Repair
send
order
something there
confirmed.
up there to do it.
Standing
And there we go. Here it goes. Kaboom. Alright, now we got to get everyone
Docking the
back
carrier.
to the fleet.
Roger.
Back to the mothership.
Strike group moving into position.
For whatever reason, apparently they just thought that, I don't know, having the Dreadnought gave us overwhelming firepower, enough to hit the Vaygr Assembly Point here in the Shining Hinterlands. I don't know why they thought that. We don't. Again, we just don't know a whole lot about this technology.
Copy. Repair order confirmed. Reporting. Enemy neutralized. Awaiting orders.
I mean, clearly we are outgunned here. I mean, the admirals were dumb enough to send us into this meat grinder. I mean, we're not exactly a Task Force 58 attacking Truk Lagoon in February of 1944. You know, this is not Operation Hailstone or whatever.
Group 5 under attack.
When you think about it more, when you start using logic, I don't know, this game is less about the Higaran fleet going on the offensive and more about it constantly jumping into situations where it has to defeat overwhelming odds. I don't know, maybe it's intentional, you know. Oh, our space is being invaded by the invading Vaygr hordes and they possess overwhelming firepower and our situation is desperate. The Empire is an existential threat, you know. So yeah,
Strike
I
group
don't know.
attack order confirmed. I caught one. I caught one.
Thinking about it, another way, I guess, in theory, to group your units would be to form like carrier strike groups, because you can have a good number of carriers in this game. You can build a good number of carriers, up to 6. So I guess forming strike craft and frigates and destroyers around a couple of carriers would be a viable option, right? Then when the strike craft take damage, right, you can just hit dock and they'll automatically just go back to the carrier.
Attack complete.
And I don't know, but I mean, yeah, it sounds like a big pain in the butt to control in the game. I mean, this is not a carrier task force simulation or...
Strike group moving into position.
Gunship squadron complete.
Copy.
Group 6.
It's not really operating on the same similar doctrinal principles as the glorious U.S. Navy or whatever, you know. Pick your Navy that operates carrier task forces.
Strike group prepare for assault. Confirmed.
So yeah, I still just like to keep my strike craft separate from the capital ships since they form 2 groups that I can move around quickly. I'm not really anticipating doing much moving with the frigates or the destroyers. The downside of grouping strike craft together with the frigates and the capital ships is that the formation is only as fast as the slowest unit.
Acknowledged. Standing by. Strike group.
Right? The U.S. Navy learned this prior to World War II, and that's why they don't really put the standard type battleships with the fast carriers.
Standing by.
Right? The former can only make around 20 knots compared to the carriers, which can do around 30.
Engaging targets of opportunity.
I mean, again, if you do put the strike craft with the frigates or the destroyers as a strike group, right, then once they engage, they will, you know, swarm out quickly to engage whatever's coming at them. So it's not like they're going to constantly maintain a slow speed.
Attack order confirmed.
But it's just more of an annoyance, right? I found it's trickier to manage the strike craft when they're grouped all together with frigates and destroyers. Because the strike groups, you know, right, when we just click on one of the units, it selects the entire strike group, so it makes kind of replenishing the units a little bit trickier.
Roger. Strike group attack order confirmed.
Production underway.
Alright, let's build up our movers here.
The shipyard reports that preliminary analysis and repairs of the Dreadnought systems will take time.
Repairs to the Dreadnought will be complete in 15 minutes.
Docking with carrier.
Okay, as if this mission weren't long enough, we now have to wait and hold off the enemy for 15 minutes.
Strike group attack order confirmed.
And again, despite taking out all the hyperspace gates in the shipyard,
Into position.
I guess technically I've missed one, but, which I'll find later,
Strike
but
group coordinates locked in.
despite taking out,
Getting
you know,
back around
most
here.
of the hyperspace gates in the
Group 10
shipyard,
reports enemy
we
contact.
still got these little
Resource
enemies
operation
trickling in
reporting
at us,
contact.
you see.
Contact confirmed.
Mover complete.
Assume combat stations.
Yep, they
Strike
just
group under
come out of
attack.
nowhere, Vills.
Confirmed. Pursuing targets.
I mean, it's not a big problem. Just bring all your forces back towards the fleet, back towards the mothership. Right? Defend it. You're not going to face any, like, serious overwhelming firepower at this particular point in this mission. Of course, I'm sure people have figured out, oh, once you get the Dreadnought fixed, then, you know, it's going to hit another mission trigger. I suppose a nice thing about these games is that you do have unlimited ammo. I mean, it might be much more onerous to play if you had limited ammo.
Pursuing targets.
Some naval theorists out there, I think some Italian naval theorists out there have logically concluded that weapons with smaller magazine sizes like missiles or torpedoes, if you're going to use them, you should really only be shooting at what you're pretty sure you can hit.
Strike group receiving fire. Docking carrier. Reporting.
Probe complete.
Pursuing targets.
I'll also say that the sensors manager in this game is a real piece of work, you know. It's like a super advanced CIC, a Combat Information Center, that projects a three-dimensional image of the battle space for you and allows for instant fighter direction or instant command of your units, right? Just tell them where to go, what to engage, right? You can move it around any way you see fit. So it's like a really advanced Combat Information Center. Although I think on carriers the term is actually CDC, or Combat Direction Center, not to be confused with Centers for Disease Control. CICs themselves are actually a development of World War II. There were some kind of basic predecessors like radar control or radar plot or whatever, but the term CIC officially came into use in November of 1942. Regarding its use with fighter direction, the British actually did experiments with CICs in 1948.
Ready. Strike.
Priority alert.
Surveillance data available.
Vaygr carriers exiting hyperspace. They have surrounded us.
Alright, well, you knew this wasn't going to be easy.
Probe in position.
Strike group receiving fire.
So we now have to deal with a bunch of Vaygr carriers now.
Group 5 has defeated the enemy.
Capital ship locked in. Ready.
Look, basically another type of hyperspace
Roger.
gate.
Engage
Carriers,
capital ship.
yep.
Reporting. Engage capital ship.
We're going to go after the carriers now.
Strike group.
Anyway, like I was saying, the British discovered in experiments that
Strike group prepare for assault.
the manual plotting of targets on a vertical plot could eventually become so cumbersome that you would overwhelm the person doing it. Like, you know, the vertical plot is those guys standing behind those big plexiglass screens and writing on it with a grease pencil. They actually need to learn how to write backwards. So they don't get in the way of whoever's trying to look at them.
Standing by.
The British found that up to 12 separate target tracks, plotting those manually on the board, errors of 4 to 5 nautical miles were common, which was sufficient enough to ruin an interception. And some of the tracks were actually lost completely at up to 12 tracks. So, I mean, if one human manually plotting these tracks on a vertical plot has difficulty with 12, right? And you start seeing lots of errors in where they're putting this stuff, then, yeah. They found that at 20 tracks, the human plotter was just totally overwhelmed. So by this logic, the amount of targets or tracks that would be sufficient to oversaturate a combat information center and ruin the intercepts would be, you know, around 20.
Strike group to battle positions.
U.S. air defense exercises by the 6th Fleet in 1956 similarly made a conclusion that 75% of all air raids reached the task force unopposed by any enemy fighters, or by friendly fighters. And that of that 75%, 20% were never even detected, and only 75% of the detected bandits were actually assigned combat air patrol to intercept.
Repairs complete.
Carrier under attack.
Half of them actually covered like 17 nautical miles between the time that they were detected on radar and the time that a cap fighter was actually assigned to intercept them.
Under fire. Resource collector taking enemy fire. Resource collector taking
And what's
enemy
even
fire.
sadder is the fact that these exercises with the 6th Fleet were organized in favor of the defending fleet. So the advantage was given to the defenders, and even at that, right, they missed a lot of tracks and interceptions and all that.
Acknowledged. Strike group to battle positions. Resume combat.
So much of the data
Attacking capital
basically
ship.
showed the Navy the need for better air defense training, better automation within a combat information center, and not to mention a host of other issues related to technology integration within a
Strike
CIC.
group to battle positions. Copy. Strike group reports hostile contact. Strike group, prepare for assault. Strike group receiving fire. Ready.
Alright, we have about 9 minutes until the Dreadnought has completed repairs. Deal with the rest of these carriers.
Copy.
Unfortunately, they do just sit outside the range of your fire control towers. So you have to go out there and fight them manually, the old-fashioned way, by shooting them until they die.
Strike group prepare for assault. Reporting.
Carrier under attack.
Repairs initiated. Strike group attack order confirmed. Confirmed.
Alright, there we go. One more carrier to go.
Acknowledged.
That last carrier is
Strike group attack order
moving. It's
confirmed.
making evasive maneuvers.
Group 10 has defeated the enemy.
Strike group prepare for assault. Ready. Watch your six. Taking damage, please.
Yep, they're just
Attack
mowing
run
through the
complete.
strike
Holding
craft.
pattern locked. Heavy fire confirmed. Strike group attack order confirmed. Strike group under enemy attack. Strike group to battle positions. Acknowledged. Strike group attack order confirmed.
Carrier under attack.
Acknowledged. Hold formation. Let's keep it together now. Repair order confirmed. All right, hang in there. Understood. Repair target locked
Take
in.
care of these groups of
Understood.
strike craft
Repair
first
target
before you hit
locked
that
in.
carrier.
Got enemy contact. Strike group prepare for assault. Pursuing targets. Strike group receiving fire. Strike group receiving fire. Strike group under enemy attack. Under fire. Requesting orders. Roger. Okay, you're good to go. Strike group receiving fire. Roger.
Alright, that group's
Service
looking a
complete.
little worse for wear, so we're
Enemy
gonna have a
neutralized.
dock.
Awaiting orders.
I think we're pretty good
Docking
now.
with carrier. Strike group under enemy attack. Strike group receiving fire. Copy. Engage capital ship. Repairs initiated. Target destroyed. Strike group
Alright,
moving
I'm
into
gonna have
position.
these
Attack
strike
complete.
craft go after
Awaiting
that
further
carrier.
orders.
I'm pulling the frigates and the destroyers
Engage
back towards the
capital ship.
fleet.
Repairs complete.
Let's get them
Okay, you're
within
good
the
to go.
fire control spheres.
Standing by. Okay, you're good to go. Strike group coordinates locked in.
You can toggle kind of what you see on these screens, you know, the little triangles and the parallelograms and the spheres by using the tab key. It gives you different information. The whole point is that so you can easily pick out what type of ship you're looking at, right? The diamonds are frigates, the
Roger.
parallelograms are destroyers, the triangles are fighters or bombers, and the squares are corvettes or movers.
Ready. Strike group reports hostile contact. Strike group prepare for assault. Engaging targets of opportunity. Copy. Strike group to battle positions. Standing by. Capital
Alright,
ship locked in.
blast it,
Strike group
please.
under enemy attack.
Get rid of it.
Subsystem attack confirmed.
Group 3 reports victory.
Confirmed. Strike group to battle positions. Acknowledged. Strike group reports hostile contact. Strike group moving into position. Confirmed.
Additional enemy carriers detected. The mothership and dreadnought must be defended.
Attacking capital ship. Strike group under enemy attack.
Come on, take out this carrier so we can go after the other ones.
We're under fire. Strike group, prepare for assault. Strike group receiving fire. Under attack. What's the call?
Alright, we have two more carriers that
Strike group
just showed up to the
locked in.
party.
Strike group attack order confirmed. Confirmed. Repairs initiated.
Luckily we have
Reporting.
just under
Strike
5
group
minutes until
attack
the
order
dreadnought is
confirmed.
completed, and we
Pursuing
still have these little
targets.
groups of enemies
Strike group to
coming
battle
at us
positions. Standing by.
from the
Strike group
nether
moving into position.
regions or whatever, or the, I don't know.
Acknowledged. Strike group to battle positions. Pick your targets. Strike group prepare for assault. Strike group receiving fire. Reporting. Resource collector under attack. Strike group attack order confirmed. Resource operation reporting enemy contact. Strike group reports hostile contact. Strike group attack order confirmed. Drawing light fire. I'm taking hits here. Copy. Strike group receiving fire.
Mothership Corvette facility under attack.
Strike group under enemy attack. Strike group under enemy attack. Pursuing target. Roger. Strike group under enemy attack. Copy. Docking with carrier. Alright, hang in there. Strike group reports hostile contact. Confirmed. Resource collector under attack. Strike group prepare for assault.
Mover complete.
Copy. Taking damage, please. Strike group receiving fire. Strike group receiving fire. Understood. Repair target locked in. Resource collector taking enemy fire. Strike group reports hostile contact. Strike group under enemy attack. Strike group under enemy attack.
Mover complete.
Acknowledged. Strike group reports hostile contact. Copy. Strike group receiving fire. Mission accomplished. Standing by. Carrier engines under attack. I got one.
Mover complete.
Strike group under enemy attack. Resource collector under attack. Ready. Strike group reports hostile contact. Strike group receiving fire. Strike group to battle positions. Strike group to battle positions. Strike group under enemy attack. Enemy destroyed. Need new orders. Okay, you're good to go. Understood. Repair target locked in. Docking with carrier.
Group 5 reports victory.
Confirmed. Light fire confirmed. Copy. Strike group receiving fire. Docking signal green. Subsystem target acquired. Repairs initiated. Reporting. Strike group prepare for assault. Strike group to battle positions. Engaging targets of opportunity.
Okay, got
Strike
that
group attack order
last
confirmed.
carrier.
Standing by.
Now all we need to do is just,
That trailer, I see him. Enemy
oh,
neutralized.
wait, no, sorry.
Waiting orders.
One more carrier to go. Just need to take that out.
Ready.
And
Group
then
6 reports
wait for
victory.
the dreadnought to
Pursuing targets.
complete repairs.
Strike
About a
group to
minute and a
battle
half
position.
left.
Acknowledged. Strike group attack order confirmed. Target destroyed. Reporting. Strike group prepare for assault. Repairs complete. Ready. Engaging targets of opportunity. Standing by.
Group 5 has defeated the enemy.
Copy.
Group 10, why don't you start hitting that carrier?
Reporting. I caught one. Pursuing targets. Roger. Strike group reports hostile contact. Strike group attack order confirmed. Strike group.
Vaygr super capital
Strike
ships
group
approaching.
receiving fire.
Repairs to the dreadnought must be completed at once.
Well, sorry, we're working as
Strike
fast
group
as we
reports
can,
hostile
okay?
contact.
Don't rush us.
Strike group reports
Makes us
hostile contact.
anxious.
Attacking capital ship.
I'm killing the enemy as
order
fast as I
confirmed.
can, alright?
Taking hits here. Strike group reports hostile contact. Getting banged around here. Copy. Confirmed. Strike group attack order confirmed. Strike group under enemy attack. Assume combat stations. Understood. Repair target locked in. Strike group receiving fire. Copy. Under fire. Requesting orders.
Okay, there goes the last
Under attack.
carrier.
Under attack. What's the call?
And
Docking
here
with
comes
carrier.
the dreadnought.
Reporting. Roger. Pursuing targets.
Fleet, the Dreadnought systems are online. Crew has been transferred. She's ready for action.
The shipyard has restored the dreadnought to full combat status. However, the phased cannon array sustained irreparable damage. Multiple hyperspace signatures detected. The Vaygr are launching an attack.
Alright, well, the Vaygr have brought another battle cruiser with them. and a destroyer.
Repairs initiated.
So the Dreadnought here is extremely powerful.
Copy.
And it has the phase cannon array is an extremely powerful weapon. However, it's broken. We can't use it just yet.
Attacking
But that
capital
doesn't
ship.
mean
Engaging
the
target
Dreadnought
longitude.
is, powerless, right? It does have some weapons on board. It has some anti-strike craft guns, and it also has a chin-mounted turret that can do serious damage to capital
Strike group,
ships.
prepare for assault. Strike group.
Yeah, you'll see it in action. It'll smoke a frigate in a matter of seconds and take chunks of health off destroyers and battle
Strike group
cruisers.
attack order confirmed.
Group 6 has defeated
So,
the enemy.
indeed, he brought a battle cruiser, we brought a dreadnought.
Repairs complete.
And we will build our own battle
Strike
cruisers
group,
in
prepare for
time.
assault.
Unfortunately, the dreadnought is extremely slow and lumbering.
Strike group
I guess
under
that's just
enemy
part of the progenitor design philosophy. Make it slow, but make it really powerful.
attack order confirmed. Roger.
We're almost done with that battle cruiser anyway, or that destroyer.
Contact. Strike group reports hostile contact. That's all of them. Ready for orders. Friendlies under fire. Moving in. Attack coordinates locked in. Understood. Repair target locked in. Mission accomplished. Standing by. Roger. Strike group attack order confirmed. Copy. Strike group receiving fire. Pursuing targets.
Group 3 has defeated the enemy.
Strike group to battle positions. Reporting.
Alright, well, we've lost some bombers, it looks like.
Copy.
We got some other enemies coming in here. Won't be too much of a problem.
Strike group to battle positions. Pursuing targets.
Let's rebuild our bombers.
Production underway.
Strike group reports hostile contact. Heavy fire confirmed. Taking damage, please. Ready.
Group 3 reports victory.
Docking with carrier. Confirmed.
Group 5 reports victory.
Strike group moving into position. Copy. Moving to destination. Copy. Strike group coordinates locked in.
Bomber squadron complete.
Strike group coordinates locked in.
And it's right about now that I finally see that there is another hyperspace gate out there, the 10th
Strike
one
group
that I
attack
missed.
order confirmed. Acknowledged. Strike group attack order confirmed. Roger.
Lock all weapons on target.
You are clear to dock. We're under fire.
Well, our dreadnought didn't get to see
Bomber
much
squadron
action this
complete.
mission.
Acknowledged. Strike
Anyway,
group
let's
receiving
just
fire. Engaging
take out
targets
that last
proximity.
hyperspace gate.
Strike group to battle positions.
Actually, this mission will end before we finally get to the 10th and final hyperspace gate, but that's where it is. And we can see it now, actually. If you notice, there's a tiny little red dot in the sensors manager. We can see it now
Bomber
because
squadron
there's a, we built the advanced sensors array. Doesn't tell you exactly what's there, but it does tell you that something is there.
Reporting.
Just
Strike group
increases
prepare
the
for assault.
fidelity and range of the sensors.
Strike group reports hostile contact.
There we go.
Target
Stop
destroyed.
following us. Okay. Get rid of that hyperspace gate.
Attention fleet. Makan has found Valcora Gate. The coordinates are 1134489
Priority alert. Jamming signal detected. A Vaygr carrier is on an intercept course with Captain Soban.
The Vaygr have been defeated. Before being captured, Captain Soban activated an emergency tracking device. Using this signal, we will be able to locate his destination point.
Stand by for hyperspace jump.
Alright, off we go to rescue Captain Soban.